Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Teachin Tuesdays. This week we're talking about fear. Have any of you ever been scared before? I'm sure all of us have been scared of something at some point in our lives, right? But did you know that according to the statistics, most of the fears that we struggle with are unfounded? Because the likelihood of them actually happening is very slim. Studies say that about 97% of the things that we worry about have no grounding in reality. Yet, we all face anxieties that are rooted in facts, right? There's the chilling medical report that you received. The prodigal's child who seems too far away to come home. A chronic disease. Piles of rejection letters competing with piles of bills. The list goes on and on. Despite the statistics, though, it feels like our fears are completely valid and logical. In the midst of all of those fears and anxieties, though, God knows every single one of those facts. He understands our worries and our pain. He doesn't just dismiss our anxieties. Actually, in his word, it says that he perceives our thoughts from afar in Psalm 139:2. If he didn't value our thoughts, he wouldn't pay such close attention to them. If he didn't care about our concerns, he wouldn't incline his ears to our cries. If he didn't regard our emotions as important, he wouldn't invite us to lay our anxieties at his feet. His thoughts toward us outnumber the grains of sand. He is our ever-present help in the time of troubles. And he reminds us that we are more than conquerors through him. We are his beloved children, and in him we can find the peace that surpasses all understanding. Philippians 4:6-7 says, "Don't worry about anything, but in everything, through prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Faith doesn't mean the absence of fear, but it's what we do with those fears that reveal our faith. Are we taking our fears to the Lord because we trust him through all of life's unknowns? This week, think about these questions and answer them for yourselves. What is making you fearful and anxious right now? Which of those fears are rooted in reality, and which of them are just your thoughts and imagination getting the best of you? Have you brought those fears to God? If not, what are you waiting for? Jesus said, "Come to me, all who are weary and heavy burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, because I am lowly and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Matthew 11:28-30. Bring those fears to him, because in him you can find the peace and the rest that you've been yearning for. Till next week, I love y'all.